This is INTD, CAD for Interiors 2. I'm Professor Shanklin, and this is a pre-recording. And this section, which I will go through fairly quickly, will be on the basics of Revit, how to create your own floor plan, and also how to make a roof plan. When you're starting out, and I've already gone through part of this in some classes, this is basically your interface for Revit, and what you see here. And also you have your properties menu and also your browser, which is here, or properties browser. So when you're deciding to create your ceiling plan, you can go to Ceiling Plans, which you see for Level 1, and you click on Level 1, and then you will see this populated. And this is a good example shown here, which is a 2x2 grid. When you want to add components, you can go to Component, Load Families, and then go to Lighting, and then Architecture. And you can pick out the type of light fixture. In this case, I'm going to pick something that will fit for a 2x2 grid. So I'm going to pick here Troffer Light 2x2 parabolic. And then here, once you see the light fixture shown, and you'll see the dimensions, so you can actually start to add on the screen. You can also make an adjustment. So for example, and then do a copy, and you can copy and then do the same thing, and you can add several of these parabolic light fixtures. To speed up the process, you can actually click Shift or Control. And you click the Control key and click several of the same light fixtures, and then click Copy, and then you can, as a group, you can copy the same group, and you can do that again. And this will speed up the process. So when you're adding several components like this. So make sure you always go by the endpoint when you're doing this. And this will speed up the process so you don't have to do one by one. And so if you wanted to add something different in this section here or here, I will go back to architecture, then go to component and load families, and I'm going to use a downlight recess can. And then when I open that, I can add the recess can here. And also if I wanted to add some, this is going to be at least 2 feet apart. And you can make sure that they're centered. Now it's a little adjustment, but the effect is still the same. You can also copy or control and then do a copy and then move the same set in the same location. You can also add a combination here if you wanted to show a different light fixture, and they can go back to components and place a component, then load family. And I'll pick a wall washer as a downlight. And that's going to be directional, so I'll add them here. And then I'll add some here. And then I'll pick this one up. And I'll just do a copy. And you can also control and then pick up each one and then go and use copy. And that completes everything. Now when I go back to level 1, again, if I wanted to create a roof, going back on the architecture tab, go to roof, and then select which level. So we'll go and say yes to level 2. And then here you would pick your roof. And the way you can do that, you can use a rectangle and go at the endpoint. Also check here for your properties and offset from the level. Change the offset to about 9 feet. And then draw using the boundary line. And then click the check mark, since that's done. And attach, it would ask you if you would like to attach the highlighted walls to the roof, and you say yes. So for example, if you go to level 2, this is what the roof looks like from the ceiling view for the ceiling plan. When I go here to default to 3D view, this is how it looks now. So it does have a peak. If I use orbit, this can move around. And you can see the full view of it. If I go to elevations, like the east elevation, this is what you see as an east elevation. North, it will look like this. South, and then west.